Hey guys, do not be afraid to be a beginner. Right, so this is coming off a video that I've done. I don't know if it's going to be released yet. I record these all in bulk, and then I kind of schedule them to come so I can deliver videos each and every day to you, my wonderful people. Do not be afraid to be a beginner. Now, even an advanced lifter, if you are presented with a new exercise that you don't know, you have to learn to do that exercise with the correct form, with the correct form really, to be able to do it safely and be able to do it effectively. Now, don't be afraid to be that beginner. I've said that 3 times now. You know, there are some people out there with a mentality, oh, well, I've been lifting for X amount of years, I got this, you know, and they try to be this know-it-all. And what happens is, unfortunately, there are repercussions towards that, with that. I am an individual where I'm not afraid to learn. I'm not afraid to say, cool, let me start watching some YouTube videos, try and check out, you know, all right, I'll give you the example, yeah? I stopped squatting and deadlifting for 2 years, right? Because I just didn't see the need for it. My legs respond very well to training, so squats were out of the question because my legs were getting bigger. Everything was getting tight for me, and I started to the body didn't look balanced. It didn't look like proportionate. Proportionate, is that a word? Let me know in the comment section. But you know, symmetry, it doesn't look right, yeah? So I stopped squatting. Deadlifting was kind of, I was in the area, in mindset of, you know, it's a dangerous exercise. There's so much injuries and all that can happen from it, etc., etc. So I decided to take that out. I was still doing things such as the bench press, bent over rows, shrugs, all this kind of stuff. But anyway, I stopped that for 2 years. Now, when I started training, I was squatting every day. And I was doing the 3 major lifts, which was the deadlift, the bench, and the squat. And I was taught how to do it by my friend. And he was very knowledgeable on how to how to work out. And a lot of the things that he told me are not unheard of. I've heard people regurgitate this information even today. For example, when you're squatting, your toes need to be facing forward. Don't let your knees pass your toes. This kind of stuff, right? And now more and more, now that I'm starting it again, starting to deadlift and squat again, my mobility has gone to shit. My flexibility gone to shit. Everything's tight. I'm having to try and relearn the movement, the mobility in the shoulder. I can't really turn it back that much, you know. And that's just where I've left certain exercises out. So I'm not afraid to, you know, firstly start from the bottom, which I mean, I'm putting a 10 and a 10 on, and then I'm deadlifting, and I'm working my way up from that. Whereas another individual will be like, oh no, well I got that, I'm gonna start with 20s, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? In fact, I saw an individual do that. He hadn't deadlifted, but because he was a big guy, he was like, I can handle weight, started loading plates on. The guy's form was so out that I had to actually walk over and say, dude, do you know what you're doing? Like, no offense, but like your back is rounded like a lot, and you look like you're about to actually just snap your shit. Anyway, you know, I'm not afraid to look at the YouTube videos, ask friends. You know, I have friends that train. I have one of my friends who has a very, very respectable deadlift, and I asked him, you know, I was like, what do you think about this? I saw a video of I can't remember the guy, something Franco, is his name Franco? No, it's not Franco, but he's a guy that trains at Triple H and all that, and he was doing an instructional video on how to deadlift, and he had quite a straight back and this kind of stuff and whatever. A lot of the information was different from how I was taught how to do it 5 years ago by my friend. So I would send that video to my friend and say, what do you think about this? And whatever. And slowly, I am learning how to deadlift, and I'm learning how to deadlift a lot better than I was able to 5 years ago. Also, I'm learning about, like you have a sumo deadlift, you have a sumo squat. These things were not an option for me when my friend was training me, because he was trying to be very by the book. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. So what my point of this video is, do not be afraid to be a beginner. As far as I'm concerned, there's something about, I don't know, mankind, or should I say humankind, yeah, because we're going to get the feminists going, oh no, you can't say mankind. Humankind, about, not always being right and knowing it all. Look, no one knows it all. We're always learning. And if I'm going to do a video on that, actually, that's going to be my next video. We're always learning. Until the day we die, we're always learning. So don't be afraid to be a beginner. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to try something new, people. Yeah, because now that I'm starting the deadlifts and the squats, look, I forgot how much I love this shit. Like, I'm crazy, you know what I mean? So now I'm just focusing on those 3 lifts again, because and it's only been like a week, but I feel like I'm getting some great results from it. So stay tuned and see what comes from it, you know what I mean? I'll put a little bit, some training videos up and whatever, but don't be afraid to try new things and to be a beginner again. Please like, subscribe, comment, share this video with your loved ones. Train hard, keep it live, and get that dirty pump.